Hey folks, Gavin here with Hughes Defense, aka that Pew Pew Palace. It is Sunday, it is time for a Sunday night rant. What this is, every Sunday night, I, Gavin, the owner of Hughes Defense, will gather as many facts as I can about one topic, and then I will form an opinion and relay that opinion to you. It is important to fact check me and form your own opinion. It is also important to remember that these are not the opinions of everybody that shops at Hughes Defense, nor are they the opinions of everybody that works at Hughes Defense. Tonight, I want to talk about talking to our youth when it comes to firearms and their safety. I often get asked, because I am a firearms instructor as well as a youth mentor, when is a good time to start talking to my kids about firearms? Or how early is too early? There is no such thing as too early. If they can actually retain the information and they're showing any kind of interest in it, it is time to go ahead and talk with them. Anytime they start going over to friends' houses, it is time to start talking with them about firearms and firearm safety. A lot of the accidents that we see happening are often because of that mystery that comes behind firearms. The fact that I can't talk about it at school, or they don't talk about it in certain programs that I watch, so I want to find out about it on my own. There is also that you can't touch it, so I'm gonna touch it factor. If you start telling your kids you stay away from this immediately, you do not go near it, that actually intrigues them even more and makes them want to go touch and play with the firearms. So it's important that you let them know to respect these things, not to fear them, but to respect these things. And it is also important to teach them at least the first four main rules of firearm safety, or four universal rules of firearm safety, which are: treat every firearm as if it was loaded, keep it pointed in a safe direction, keep our finger off the trigger and outside the trigger guard until we are made the decision to fire, and be aware of the surroundings of your target and the surroundings of yourself when handling a firearm. It is important that they know this, but like I said, it is also important that they learn to respect them. The first time I can remember my son, when he saw me with a firearm, I had actually put him to bed and I had decided to clean one of my ARs. He came out and said, "Dad, what's that?" I sat him down, explained to him what it was, how it worked, and he actually asked me if he could hold the bolt carrier grouping, so I let him. I did it in a safe way. You might think, well, I don't own firearms, so I'm never going to teach my kids about firearms. It's probably a bad idea, because you're not going to be with your kids 24/7. They're going to be going over to friends' houses. They're going to be doing all these different things that you're not there. They might have that friend that'll say, "Do you want to see my dad's gun?" Or, "Have you ever seen a firearm?" Or, "Guess what? I've got something cool to show you." Those phrases can all get them interested, but at the same time, they need to understand that it needs to be handled in a safe way. Anytime someone comes to you and says, "My father has this cool gun, you want to see it?" Definitely not a good time to see it. Probably a better time to wait for that individual that has that firearm to come out and show it to you, even if you're an adult. So we want to make sure that the kids understand this as well. I offer a free youth firearm safety workshop here out of the shop. Normally it's about the middle of the month. It's always on Thursdays. Right now, we are coming out of football season. I've had to cut back on it because I am my football coach, and our practices have fallen on Thursdays. Wednesdays are always tough because families that are separated, a lot of times will use Wednesday as a custody day, so we don't use Wednesdays. Weekends are tough, of course, for a lot of folks. That's why we try to plan them on Thursdays. Every once in a while it might change, but stay on our website to keep updated with that. And we might start doing more live streaming of those youth safety workshops. That way we can reach out to a lot of those other kids that aren't here local. You folks, I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a tremendous week. And remember, your safety is your responsibility. Get the training, make sure you carry.